Our other big story tonight, 4 people are dead after a tragic plane crash in Farmington. A Cessna Citation crashed into a manufacturing plant in the middle of a busy workday. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell spoke exclusively to an eyewitness. And Matthew, he saw this plane in its final moments, right?
Yeah, Shantae, he did. And he says from the sound and the way that the plane was angled, he knew that something was wrong. But when that plane hit a pole, he says all of his worst fears were confirmed.
Absolutely. In fact, sparks did come down right near us. The momentum of the plane going forward took stuff with it.
Speaking exclusively with Eyewitness News, Garrison Leckham got as close as possible to today's fatal plane crash in Farmington while still living to tell about it.
The top of that pole was how close we were to the plane. In fact, I could see people in the plane.
Drone 3 shows you the aftermath. Garrison tells us he was walking his dog near the Trump building on Hyde Road this morning, and he says he knew immediately something was wrong.
That instead of it being a takeoff angle like this, the rear end was more predominantly down compared to the nose of the aircraft.
Then he says the plane hit a pole
and started to really descend out of control. It was not a consistent whirring or noise. It was a little bit more erratic.
Police say the Cessna Citation was en route to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. It would then hit the ground, then smash into the corner of the Trump building where more than 100 people were working. Garrison says it all happened in 15 seconds.
It was seeing the explosion, seeing the sparks, hearing it, and then when it did crash, the billowing smoke came back toward us in a fairly quick time. And it was that jet fuel burning kind of choking sensation.
2 pilots and 2 passengers were on board. All 4 died.
There were people in it. There were human beings. There were lives. And part of me wanted to reach out and say, I got you. I got this, you know. And it's that sense of helplessness.
While 4 people tragically lost their lives, police and eyewitnesses praised the pilots for being able to crash land in one of the few open spots in a very tightly spaced industrial area.
If that plane entered like a 9/11, any one of these buildings, everyone, hundreds of people would be incinerated. So in a way, this is pretty damn fortunate.
It is miraculous. I mean, to say we can confirm that nobody was injured inside is, some silver lining to this tragedy. Silver lining.
All right, now listening to Garrison's account, he is describing mechanical failure. And right now, at this stage of the investigation, Farmington police would agree. But right now, we do have the FAA on scene. The NTSB will be out here tomorrow. And they're going to spend weeks, if not months, trying to get to the bottom of this. Now, as far as injuries go, Trump reports that 2 of their employees were hurt. But as far as this afternoon, Farmington police say both of those people are alive and responsive. That is the latest. Live here in Farmington tonight, Matthew Campbell, Channel 3 News.
Compelling accounts. Thank you, Matthew, for your reporting there.